Oh my goodness gracious, look at that pie, Branson. Look at that. That is a medium super supreme. Just all nasty looking.
I don't like
And yours?
Oh, this is hamburger, pepperoni, cheese, pizza with garlic butter sauce on the edge.
They call it beef topping and pepperoni with garlic butter. On this mukbang today, these beautiful Pizza Hut pizzas. Ew. Okay, so that's it on the Barkers today. You see it. Pizza Hut all day long. All right, we'll be right back. I'm hungry.
Hello. Hello.
I did it softer this time so we didn't blow out the mic. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Look at that pizza. Look at this.
No, mine focuses before yours. Mine's better.
Yeah, mine. Look at that pizza.
This is from Pizza Hut.
Mm.
First mukbang on Pizza Hut. You know that?
I think we've done it before.
I think this is our first.
It's been a long time. Gotta put me in some hot peppers. And
mine's better than his.
some tea. Look at that tea. Look how beautiful it is.
Man, pizzas are supposed to be unhealthy. Why do you have veggies on yours? Pizzas are supposed to be unhealthy. Why do you have veggies on yours?
Super supreme. Yeah, we posted a video yesterday. For us, it's like 2-3 videos down the road, whatever. We were talking about burgers and everything else. Some people didn't like it. I'm sorry. In my job and some things I've done in my life, I've heard much worse at the dinner table. I understand some people aren't that way, and they're during the table. You have a certain decorum, manners, right?
Things that we don't have.
And then we're cavemen. So, if we get a little gross, I understand. Cut us off. We don't do it every video. You don't have to unsubscribe from us.
You know, one person said they were unsubscribed.
We felt so
Goodbye.
bad.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, unsubscribing person.
Goodbye. We will miss you. I just don't get why you need to unsubscribe. I guess we did go pretty far in that video. I was kind of thinking in my head while we were making it.
I do want to bring up one thing. I went to Branson school today. Branson's been telling me about a teacher that's saying things he shouldn't say. I don't think I'm going to go really deep into it, but they have a curriculum. You're there to teach certain things, and this guy is giving opinions. I'll just do one, for example. The one that bothered me the most was, like, if there's polio or smallpox, a disease, would you rather have the medicine or would you pray? That to me sounds like he thinks that a Christian just prays to Jesus like he's the prayer genie, Jesus the prayer genie, and you just, you pray for what you want or something. And that to me shows that he doesn't know much about Christianity. But he shouldn't be doing that. Amongst other things, saying that because that Americans, we're so rich and we're spoiled, and the kids are spoiled brats. And
he's called us that on the first day. He called us a bunch of spoiled brats.
And I thought it was a time to put a stop to it. So I guess the principal said something to the guy early on in the day, because when Branson has him in his class, the guy is like saying,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But then he said, but your parent like could have went straight to me instead of like, going to the principal. Something like that, right?
Should have left it alone. I'm sorry.
He says, there's no evidence of God, Well, to a believer, I believe they see creation and God in the hand of everything. Where he sees it in nothing, we see it in everything. That's just a difference of opinion. But he states it like it's fact. And he's one that's going over evolution with them. I told Branson at some point, you're going to probably be taught evolution in school. Evolution is a religion because it's not a real science. They don't use real science to it because real science debunks evolution. It doesn't. It really does. Really, truly. Don't argue with me. And so they just to try to explain the world without a God. They just have to say, well, it just had to be this way. Well, just saying it had to be this way is not real science. That's just your way of explaining things without God. I said, you're going to get that in school. Try not to get in trouble like arguing with the teacher or something.
I'm just not going to pay attention if
they're supposed to just kind of throw it up as a possible thing, and you keep going. But this guy's like keep harping on it, like he wants to really drill it into him or something.
It's kind of becoming a religious episode. So sorry.
Well, it's not really about religion.
In evolution.
What I mean is, this is about teachers straying from teaching and trying to undermine people's faith. You're going to have kids that don't believe in God anymore, from this man.
I've already seen that happen twice. 2 people lost belief.
I don't want a bunch of comments about evolution and stuff. Believe what you want to believe, okay? I'm not here to preach about that. Maybe I got off topic a little bit, but, teachers need to just teach. If you're here to teach 2 + 2, just do that, and then don't go. And then here's my political views. And you're stupid if you don't have my political views. Things like that. So I had to go to school. But it seemed like they really jumped right on it and confronted the teacher. So I give it was an assistant principal, but it's kind of like the principal of the 6th grade.
Yeah.
They're of the 6th grade. That they actually did something. You hate to feel like you go and you say something and then they probably just did nothing after you left, thought, well, that parent was crazy.
Well, when we were telling her, he was really alert. Like, they knew what he was doing was wrong.
Why would you say to a kid, would you rather have the vaccine or pray? That's almost mean. I told the principal, the kid don't have the life experiences. Sometimes they don't know why they're, a parent's trying to teach you a certain thing, or a preacher, a teacher, and they don't have the life skills. So they're going on faith to believe what you're telling them, that you're pointing them in the right direction. And that teacher's kind of undermining that. I said, let that man debate me. I'm older. I know why I believe what I believe in. It's through trial and error and life experiences that I come upon my decisions in the way I think, and I don't come upon these decisions lightly. Said, but he shouldn't spend 16, 18 years of a career building up things to tear down little minds that don't have that life experience. That's wrong.
I'm sitting here destroying pizza while you're speaking. This is my 4th slice.
Can you taste the butter good?
Mm-hmm. Some of you are thinking like, can he go all the way? If it was sprinkled in donut pieces, yes, I could.
We're gonna have. I'm not gonna eat all mine. I'm gonna have some for breakfast. That's probably what it'll be. Is breakfast food.
I don't even know if I want the rest of this piece.
Did it taste like beef topping?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. It's real beef. Beef.
It looks like it could be Italian sausage.
That's beef.
I apologize if I got on a rant. I'm not trying to make this a religious channel.
It's sometimes hard for him because he was very...
Political channel.
We actually have never done anything about politics because that ruins a lot of people. So we're not going to speak about our political views. We will only lightly touch on religious things.
I like politics from my politicians, not from my musicians. There's people I like in music. Sometimes about ruins how I feel about them when I hear them, especially they run off at the mouth, a certain way. It kind of makes them sound like a zealot or something. And I'm not here trying to make this a political channel or anything. I have my views, but this is not the forum I want to spread them in, I guess.
Honestly, there's some concerts of some people I'd want to go to, but the way their lyrics are and the way they kind of act, they might end up getting political, and I don't want that. I don't want to have my view changed about them.
I don't know.
The band I'm including is Green Day.
It's like I thought you were cool until you opened your mouth.
Green Day, I love them, but I feel like they'd be the kind of band to go up on the stage and say something stupid that they shouldn't say. Especially come with some of their lyrics on, like, Holiday, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, American Idiot, some of those things, the lyrics.
Okay, baby.
They get it. Fine.
So you ate 4?
Almost.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'd have to eat this one and this one. I don't know if I can do that. I think I got one more in me. And since it's very oniony, I'll eat that one because I wouldn't want that for breakfast. Actually, I'd only probably want 2 slices for breakfast.
Now that is 4 pieces of pizza gone, ladies and gentlemen. I can eat more than you. Me and him being fat is like a game. Like,
hey, I'm working on it. We actually have. We've been going to the gym.
Well, usually our game used to be who could be the fattest and who could eat the most. Now it's who can do the most sit-ups. He holds the record right now.
Who wants to do the most sets?
Insane amount. There's sometimes I want to do more sets than you, but it's because he's doing way heavier weights. He's doing there's this one machine, he was doing 150 or something, and I'm just like, what?
It makes me tired just looking at it.
I know, right? I'm sitting there doing 60 or something, and he's... Oh my god. I was watching this one guy, I was kind of thinking, I'm stronger than him, and he's an adult. He was sitting there on this machine with this thing, and it had 2 weights on the end, but they were both 10s, so he had 20 pounds, and the way it set up, the bar didn't have any weight to it.
Probably just warming up.
So, he wasn't doing much weight. 20s... I'm stronger than you. I'm better than you.
Oh.
No, not really. I'm not that spoiled. I'm pretty spoiled. Not that spoiled.
Want a bite?
No,
you got mushroom.
I just want more tea.
There's more tea in there.
Goodbye.
You want to slide off and get some?
I'm going to slide off and get some.
Just bring the whole pitcher in here.
When I come back, I want to tell them about the item I'm thinking of buying. Can I?
Sure. Branson's got 2 passions going on right now.
Don't tell them that.
I'm not, but both of them would cost about the same thing to kind of get what he wants for his birthday. And so he's kind of got to do one or the other.
Well, I've actually picked what I want.
I mean, if you had $600-700, you'd do both. Don't do that on there.
If I had $700, I'd get a better version of what I already have, or what I want. I want to get both, so I just get the better version.
You wouldn't.
I'm looking right now at electronic drum sets. Because I like heavy metal and punk and rock, and I want to be able to sound like them. I just want to go boom, 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 boom. You know, that's what I want to do.
We got a house full of instruments. We got a piano behind us.
He has a whole bunch of guitars and basses, many guitars. How many guitars?
I got about 4 guitars in the other room.
I have a guitar, so that makes 5. He has a guitar out there, an acoustic. He has basses. We have a lot of instruments in this house. Okay. So, and to add one more, I'm going to get the Alesis Nitro kit, which is probably very known by most of you who have ever looked into electronic drums in your life, because it's the #1 most bought thing on most websites, because it's good and it costs $300. You know, that's awesome. That's a great
What
deal.
you get for the money is good. Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much it costs in California, where prices are, you know,
It'd be
could be
same.
like $1,000.
No, it'd be the same thing. But the good thing about digital drums is he can wear headphones.
I know.
It won't sound much different than instead of real drum sets, and paintings are jumping off of walls.
Because it's so freaking loud. I mean, you can annoy neighbors with that. If I was ever to be in a band and played a live show, I'd have an acoustic drum set. Yeah. I'd definitely have an acoustic drum set. Heck yeah. But if I was playing, in a practice or just, a small club or something, if I was in a band, I'd just be using an electronic one because I don't need to be that loud. I feel like it'd be fun to be a drum player. But the only problem is if I was in a band, I'd be the one holding everybody together. If they don't have me, they don't have their timing. If they don't have their timing, they don't have their tempo. If they don't have their tempo, they don't know what they're doing.
It sounds sloppy.
Instead of down, 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 it's like down, 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 down.
Drummer helps hold it all together. That's both shows.
So that's the only problem. If I got off tempo when I was playing,
So I bought him some drumsticks. Branson's held drumsticks before a long time ago. He played a drum set in a music store. And we went back to that music store today. And there was a drum set in there, but there was way too many people, a bunch of old ladies in there. And if you know how loud drums are, we weren't going to start, move that drink. We weren't going to start beating those drums with a store full of people. So
it was also not tuned any. It hasn't been tuned.
I think they sounded fine. But I bought him drumsticks. What did you tell me? They were bigger than you remember?
Yeah, I remembered. I thought they'd be a little bit bigger than a pencil. Maybe I'm just an idiot. Maybe I'm an American idiot.
It's just been a while.
But
they're and okay.
I didn't even try to see if I could find any smaller ones. We just got some out of this big box that said $3. We were like, woo, sales.
Should I go for another one?
No.
Yeah. I am pleasantly full.
I'm pleasantly full.
2 for breakfast.
I'm probably going to be hurting later, but whatever.
2 for breakfast, and then 3 before I go to work. Bam.
Why don't you have 2 before you go to work, and then 1 while you're at work as a snack?
Maybe.
Be showing it off to all your coworkers.
I'm making, for the weekend, I'm working the whole weekend. I'm making a double batch of hamburger helper stroganoff, and I'll put crushed red peppers in it. But the kind with the potatoes, not with the noodles, but the potatoes, and of course hamburger, and I'll add milk and stuff to it. Yeah, I'm making a big batch of that tomorrow, which is going to be awesome. No mukbang on that. Okay. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Come on, Beavis.
All right.
We're sorry if we offended anybody in the other video, but fans of the show have to know that we're not just so proper. We're the Two Stooges, right? Okay. So thank you. Watch our other videos. Go back. Watch another one. All our old videos, you know what they are?
What?
Classics. Just classics. Anyway.
Classics in the mukbang community.
Taz says thank you. And maybe you'll give him that if you're not eating it. And I say thank you, and Branson says thank you. So until next time. Okay, bye. Bye.